And now, it's the Still Unnamed Podcast with your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed Podcast. I'm Petey Salas, along with
Mark. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, Rodriguez.
That's a beautiful one.
It's fitting.
That's a nice one today. On the show today, first of all, thank you all for joining us again on this happy Taco Tuesday morning. On the show today, we've got our buddy Ruben. Ruben's back in the house. You guys remember him from about 5-6 episodes ago. Ruben is a friend of mine, friend of ours now, a friend to the show. I met him a few months ago. He's the one that had an extreme weight loss, and then
about 200 pounds.
Yeah, and now he's a new man with a new plan, and well, unfortunately, Ruben is moving away. Ruben,
womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, he's leaving the valley, and he is going on to bigger and better things. New job.
I was gonna say bigger and better.
Well, I'm doing the intro, so too bad.
Dick.
So
he's off to bigger and better things, Pete, I think.
You know what? You're right, and that's a good point. Thank you for making it. And we promised him that he was going to, we were going to give him a goodbye pod, and that's happening today. So we sat down with Ruben this past weekend, and we just kind of shot the shit a little bit, and we talked about, how he feels about leaving, about what some of the reasons were for leaving, and then of course you can't have Ruben in the house without getting a little geek-tastic. So we kind of geeked out on all things.
The latest geek news.
Exactly.
News.
So that was fun. That was a good talk, and he's a good guy. So let's get to that right now. Let's not waste any time. Here's Ruben.
I'm already ready with it. In case anyone needs a refresher of what he looks like.
Looks like a cholo.
All right, I guess we're rolling.
I think he's not pale enough.
How's it going, guys?
It's going pretty good, Pete.
How's it going, dude?
What's up? We're here back with Ruben. How you doing, Ruben?
Doing good, man. Good to be back. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. It's be good to do this one last time for a while.
Yes, that was the point. I think it was actually Mark's idea to give, because Mark's very thoughtful.
I'm very thoughtful.
I'm a lousy prick,
and you're terrible at dropping mad hints that you wanted to do another podcast.
That is true.
I mean, hey, it's a lot of fun. How often is it where you can just, I guess, express yourself through the microphone and people will just judge you?
Right.
So
I mean, well, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
And so we wanted to delve into a couple things that have happened in the last week.
This is Mark. It's so sad.
We can do the intro.
Damn it!
I figured you'd know that we were going to do the intro.
Okay.
At a
Never
later
mind.
date.
Sorry.
Okay.
From the top.
Man, the intros have been getting interesting. I thought I could just imagine how pissed you were. Like, do you want to do the intro? Like when you were cutting him off, he's just like, "You want to do the intro?"
He kept on cutting me off.
I did. Right? I was just like, "Oh shit!" But no, for you to say, "Do you want to do the intro?" I was like, "Oh, shit."
He was like,
no. There's a bit of heat behind it, but I was like, "Nah, he's all right."
Okay, well, the reason we wanted to do this was not only because we enjoyed having you on in the past, was also because you're leaving.
Yeah,
you're going bye-bye. Where you off to?
I am going to San Antonio to work for another company. It's called Prometheus Group.
Okay.
I will be a...
Shit, that sounds like a sci-fi movie.
That's exactly what my parents were, because my mom, she loves the sci-fi channels and she loves all those B-movie sci-fi...
Yeah. It sounds like a shell company that is going to eventually destroy the world.
Well, they did tell me, if you do come on board, we'll take you further down into the rabbit hole. That's what they said.
Are they going to tattoo a barcode on the back of your head?
If they did, I would be totally cool with that.
That is kind of badass.
And I would shave my head and look like a fucking
I like
hitman.
That.
I don't know.
That.
I think you would be like a middle management henchman, just being like, Julie, we need to give out those staplers over in Section 7. We need those spreadsheets as soon as possible.
Who is in charge of ordering the water around here? We're running low. But anyway, Prometheus Group. What are you going to be doing up there?
I will be a SAP consultant.
Okay.
Now, SAP, I believe, is standardized
You should learn what that is before you.
I should, but the program is based out of Germany.
Okay.
I want to say it's a standardized automated program. And it's from the research that I've done, it's people who are certified in that program are highly sought out.
Okay.
So I will be a junior SAP consultant, so I will need to be working with the program for at least a year or two before I can go get tested to get my certification.
Okay.
But from what I've been told, my friend's dad, they were the ones that brought me on board and offered me the job.
Mm-hmm.
They were telling me about 85% of the Fortune 500 companies around the globe look for SAP certified people.
Okay.
And they start them out at 6 figures or something like that.
Wow.
So I was just like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Right. And you will be training these people? Or I'm so
Eventually,
confused
I think,
on what it is you're doing still. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think I answered that. What I will be doing is I will be in charge of asset management and plant management.
Okay.
So we take companies like BP or Shell and Valero, and we pretty much work on their portfolios and keep track of their assets and standardize information for them.
Okay.
Money laundering. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
pretty much.
I mean, it sounds real shady. I'm not going to lie.
That's because
I work for Prometheus, and
we build the better tomorrow.
we work with SAP.
I did see blueprints with the name Cthulhu on there, so it'd be interesting to see where
Awesome.
that goes.
I love it. I love it a lot. So was it a hard decision to finally, pull up and move? I mean, you're from the Valley. Your parents are here and stuff. So
No, I guess this goes back 5 years ago when I started with the company I was previously with. Yeah, get comfortable, Mark. I'll try and shorten it into
No. It's because I made a noise.
I started with the paint company 5 years ago, and one of my part-timers, he had just finished college, and he was waiting to go into the Air Force. He wanted to be a pilot. So a few months later, he gets accepted to go into training. He comes back 2 or 3 years later. He said, "Man, when I get a job with my dad, I'm going to bring you on board. Like, you're a smart guy. You're too good for retail. Like, this isn't for you. I mean, there's something that, like, this, what we'll be doing is so much better."
Yeah.
And again, that's about around this time. That's maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So it's just like, if we're sitting here like, "Man, guys, when I get a job, I'm going to bring you guys on board.
Right.
Fuck your jobs. You guys are coming to work with me."
it's one of those things that you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one of those things that you say, so like, "Oh, okay, well, no, thanks, man."
Like,
sure.
we're going to get out of the Valley. We're going
Right.
to go to Hollywood. We're going to make movies.
Right.
We're going to be rich, do cocaine.
All
What was the name of your porn movie? Do you remember?
Deep Space Nine.
I was gonna go with Dick Dynasty.
Anyway. That's so topical.
Fist of Fury. So these past 18 months, I saw the promotion here in the Valley. So I took it. I applied for it, and I took it. I said, "Hey, what great experience to get than to be back home from where I live."
And you get a nice little bump.
Yeah,
promotion.
got a nice little bump. I'd be living with my parents, so hey, I don't have to be paying rent.
Which is always nice.
Yeah. So, well, actually, no.
Let's not undersell how fucking amazing that is.
No, I loved it. I mean,
It is awesome.
It is.
Anyway,
I kind of live with my in-laws, but I pay rent, so that's not great.
So 18 months, I'm here. I decided, you know what, I'm going to apply for grad school here at UTRGV. I had to update my resume because I didn't want to take the GMAT again.
Yeah.
Because that's just a pain in the ass.
Always is.
And it's one of those where the GMAT. It's a test that you have to take to get accepted into grad school. A lot of schools require it, but some schools will require that you have a certain amount of years under your belt as management or working in the specific field.
Grad school? No, I'm just kidding. And then
It's college plus.
yeah, I gotcha.
It's like, yeah.
Okay.
So
college. Anyway, sorry.
Spelled with a K.
It's when you cut a lot of magazines and put them on a poster.
Oh yes, and I've done that. Yes.
So I had to update my resume, and in March I took my spring break vacation, if you would. I took a week off.
Okay.
I had texted my friend because he had just gotten hired with his dad. His dad's company, the Prometheus Group. Before I get into that, he's the vice president for the Prometheus Group in San Antonio.
Okay.
So he's in a position where he can handpick whoever he wants to bring on board.
Nice.
So I had texted him. I said, hey, I going to San Antonio. Is it cool if I send you on my resume?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I mean, we're not hiring at the moment, but it'll be good to have. I said, okay, cool. Send it off on Monday. Go to San Antonio on Wednesday. I'm having lunch with my friend and her boyfriend. I got a text from him saying, hey, my dad wants to know if you want to come by the office and see if this is something you want to do. I said, okay, sure.
And this is the same friend that 5 years ago told you, like, if I make it, you're going to make it too.
Yes.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I like where this
We're
is
going
going.
to do cocaine off strippers' butts.
There
Yes.
you go. And so he said, well, my dad's out of town, but he'll be back tomorrow. He wants to interview you. I'm like, interview me? I said, man, I didn't bring any clothes for an interview. This is what I have. He goes, oh, no, we're really relaxed. You can wear jeans, and we wear shorts on the hottest days. You can wear T-shirts. I was like,
Nice.
wow. So I go on Friday. His dad, my friend, his dad and I were talking probably for almost 2 hours. All benefits paid for, company issued laptop, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, with some nights staying late till 6 or 8. I'm like,
Wow.
that's nothing.
Got it.
I would love that to be staying late.
Yeah, so it was too good of an offer to pass up.
Right.
So I talked it over with my folks. I wanted to see what my boss said because I told my boss,
Yeah.
and he said, "Well, that's good and all, but you're not going anywhere until sales go up." So if
That's bull.
yeah, so he said, and I'm just looking at him in disbelief, like, what?
Who
He
the
said,
fudge?
Right.
yeah. So he said you're going to need to stay there at least another 2 to 5 years.
What?
Yeah.
So he's telling you got to stay there for 2 to 5 years.
Because sales need to go up. In the world of retail, you are not moving up unless your sales are up.
And that is your problem.
Because I was the manager in one of the top 10 poorest counties in the state of Texas and one of the poorest counties in the nation.
Right. But by that rationale, they have the right to tell you can't advance yourself and your life in another direction just because the store is not producing as much.
Right.
That is horseshit.
It's a
Yeah.
fickle
It
whore
sounds like
that-
they're like, yeah, you can't even quit.
Right.
Yeah. So
You know what that's called? It's called a slave. But anyway.
Yeah. So I talked about it with my parents some more, and
I hope you pulled your nuts out and just put it on the table and was like, no.
I took
This is my counter offer.
took my appraisal and wiped my ass with it. No, I
Good.
didn't do that.
Well,
So-
I mean, that sounds like things just kind of fell into place. But as far as that's the business end of it. But like on the home front, like how'd your parents take it about basically?
They were excited. Everybody was very excited. Once I had submitted my letter of resignation, I knew there was no turning back.
Right.
Real quick, what's happening with your bed? Are you taking it with you?
I'll sell it to you.
No.
No, it's staying here. I actually told Pete it is staying here. My
Really?
dad. Yeah, my
Yep.
dad and I were making a new bed frame to take to my apartment.
Wow.
Because what I like about this company that I'm going to.
Batman beds for everyone.
You get a Batman bed. You get a Batman bed. Harley Quinn gets a Harley Quinn bed. Dexter gets what's that thing that they travel in, that phone booth?
What?
A TARDIS.
Oh,
A
a TARDIS.
TARDIS.
There
I
you
can make a
go.
TARDIS. I can make his headboard a TARDIS.
That's cool.
Yeah, but no, the Bat bed is staying here, ladies and gentlemen.
And parents were happy for you then.
They were. Everybody was really happy.
Good.
What I like about this company, what I was thinking about is that I can start over. It's a foundation. I can buy a house.
Yeah.
I can. The apartment I got now, it's a really nice one, but I'm only giving myself a year because once I get situated and everything like that, and once I find out what my take home is, things like that, what I can afford, I'll probably want to upgrade to a bigger apartment. And then
It sounds like this is a career. This is not a job anymore.
It's a whole new chapter. I mean, that's kind of what
and
what we were talking about earlier about like leaving, not so much leaving the past behind, but like at the very least like turning the page metaphorically, and this is the new beginning. You've got. And, we're going back to how one of our first conversations was, the extreme weight loss and the new body image that you have. you know, it goes along with it. It's like you've got a whole new Ruben, and now you've got a whole new life, really.
Yeah, and what I had said before, you know, personal life wise, it's so much has just happened since I got the bat signal, the okay. I had told my friend, when you get the call to bring me on board, I want your text message to be a bat signal. And he did not disappoint.
Nice.
10 a.m. the Monday after I had my appraisal.
Right.
You know, I just happened to walk into my phone to check to see if I had gotten any messages. Sure enough, bat signal, Gotham City needs you.
Nice.
So
That's great.
That's awesome, man.
it was so good, and personally, it was one of those things where I told my ex, you know, I mean, we still kept in contact, and when I moved back, I saw it was a promotion, but I also I thought it'd be a chance for her and I to fix things, because I thought I was the exception to the rule, you know, like, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, it was my first serious relationship at 28. I'll make it work. Or
Okay, so she's in San Antonio?
no, she's in the mountains.
she's here.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah.
Right. He came from San Antonio back here for the promotion, and at the same time, maybe hopefully trying to fix things with the ex.
Oh.
And only one of those things happened to have panned out.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Pete.
yes. I'm sorry.
You're a married man. You're a married man.
No,
It's
no,
okay.
no. I need the backstory, because I was
Right.
kind of not really following. I was like, well, where's your ex coming from?
No. So
you told her.
I told her, and she was really happy for me because she knew that I wasn't happy here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm skipping a lot, but leading up to maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, it was one of those things where I told her, she was really happy for me, and then she told me that she was out on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I knew that it is time for me to let go.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to move on. Like, it's like you said, I had the surgery.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a new person. I had, you know, things were, you know, we were seeing each other, but she wasn't putting any effort because you know, we were just friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one here holding on to that little expectation.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
Right.
something will come of it. But in the back of my mind, you're waiting for that moment when she says, "Hey, I'm seeing someone."
Right.
And then it happens. You're just like,
You're never ready for it.
You're not.
You probably learn to expect it, but you're never truly ready for
Yeah.
it. I gave you that metaphor of like
With
one
cancer.
of your parents has cancer or something like that. And you know it's going to happen soon, but you're never ready for it.
Yeah. So I think that was my cue to just be like, look, you've got to let go.
Mhm.
Like, you're starting a whole new life. This is exactly what you wanted. You wanted to go back to San Antonio, be with your friends that are over there.
Right.
You were happier over there. Let go of everything that's going on here.
Yeah.
It'll all work out fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's happy, you're happy for her, but it's like what my friends have said. You're a great guy, you're a true friend, but what about your happiness? You need to focus on yourself.
Right. It's time to be selfish a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to be selfish
Yeah.
for yourself once in a while.
Yeah. So,
But
I wish her the best. You know, I'll miss her, but
And when she told you she was on a date, she didn't just text you, "Hey, I'm on a date. LOL. Go F yourself."
no, God, nothing like that.
Right.
Nothing like that. I didn't want to be that guy in the conversation where, oh, you still hang out with your ex?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, Mark, I'm sure you'd be pissed if your wife was...
No, I'm not really a jealous type. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe there's a few that I'd be like, "What the fudge?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she's like, "Why aren't you jealous?" I'm like, "Psh, have you seen me yet?" Psh.
Look at you, man. You've lost
Right.
like 10 pounds since our weight
I
loss.
know.
You look
Actually,
great, man.
I've gained.
Yeah. Say I don't
You
know.
know what's crazy is that these past few weeks, I have felt I've just eaten like crazy, but people still say, like, you look thinner than the last time I saw you. I'm like, okay. I was like,
You
I
probably
really-
still have a fantastic metabolism. Is what the deal is.
I guess probably just because I haven't really worked out as much, just because, one more thing about the greatness of this job, starts at 8, right?
Yeah.
My former employer, we opened at 7, so driving from Mission to my store That's a 45, 50-minute drive. I'd have to wake up at 4:30 every morning.
Yeah, that's awful.
Now I can wake up at 5:30, go lift weights at the gym at the apartment because it's open 24 hours. Or if I want to go...
Your apartment has a gym?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 24 hours.
That's
so
great.
I'm just so glad that I get to sleep in till, if I wanted to, 6:30 or 7.
Right.
Get ready for work. And then, hey, my apartment to where my new office is going to be about maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
So,
dude, this sounds like a win-win for you. And,
it does.
And you know, you and I off mic have had conversations and text versations, if you will, about, you know, what's next for you and what's new. And you've come to me for advice and stuff. And it's kind of strange. I'm not that much older than you, but I feel like like you're seeking me out like some sort of an old wise man or
well,
something.
Isn't it weird how you give advice to your friends yet you never take it yourself?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's like I will tell my friends, like, hey man, just stick it out, or, you know, just give them their space.
Right.
Here you are, you know, you're in that position. You're just like, no, like,
yeah.
So I'm gonna miss her.
Mm-hmm.
She was. What I found weird, and what I was telling you off mic, is we met 5 years ago when I started with the company.
Mm-hmm.
5 years later, it's like time to close, time to end that chapter. For now, hopefully, maybe, or hopefully, I hope it's not for good.
Right.
But, you know, I wish her the best, and I'm just glad she's happy.
Well, I mean, even if it is, I'm sure you'll find someone else. I mean...
And that's what my parents tell me. It's like, you don't give yourself, or you don't give girls an opportunity because you're just... I'm still going back to our very first podcast you all had me on, still trying to figure out myself, trying to get used to this.
Right.
And it's slowly coming.
Yeah.
I mean, so... It's one of those things where I'm glad I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
She's happy for me because she knew I wasn't happy here. And people who I've told are happy for me. And
good.
That's a really great feeling.
And just keep that mantra in mind.
He may be better for her, but he will never be better than me.
There you go.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. As crazy as it sounds, I do kind of say that whenever I have that moment of weakness where I'm thinking about her. It's just like, look, she's happy. He may be better for her, but he will never be better than me ever.
There you go.
Go suck a dick, stranger.
Because I'll be like,
probably a nice guy.
Because I want to be like, tell me, do you bleed?
There you go. That's a good segue.
We'll find out.
But I want to just mention that you gave me a mantra too.
I did?
Yeah, you should write a book of this because I was afraid of going outside because it was dark and scary.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, just go outside. Oh, man, don't even get me started. I have an imagination that runs wild. Like, if you think I'm crazy, like, my head is just going crazier.
I'm with you there, brother.
And, like, I needed to get something from, like, the studio, and it was dark, and I stepped outside for, like, 5 steps, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do this. There's chainsaw people, there's the chusas, there's everything. And I came back inside immediately, and Pete's like, what happened? I said, I got scared. And he said, just tell yourself, there's nothing scarier out here than you.
Right.
And I was like,
you're the scariest person outside.
You're the scariest person. I was like, that's... It didn't work. I didn't go back outside, but still.
Yeah, I mean, you guys both. I'm copywriting both of those fucking mantras that I gave you guys.
Yeah.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So,
but no, for me, it's like I can be laying in bed, falling asleep, and then all of a sudden I have to go pee. But then for some reason, I'm like, if I saw a documentary, if I'm down that twisting rabbit hole that we call Wikipedia, and I happen to land on fucking Megalodon and like read up on the size of it, and then you read up on the Loch Ness Monster, or, you know, it's like,
right,
I have to go pee, but shit, like, what if
there's
a Loch Ness, what if there's a Loch Ness Monster on the floor?
Loch Ness Monsters in my toilet.
You know, yeah. It's just like, oh my God. So I will just be like, okay, no. So I turn on my lamp and then I go. I turn my lamp on.
That is so not Batman of you, but anyway.
Well, I mean, those are things I'm afraid of. Like, one time I went into my house and there was nobody inside, and my brain said, hey, what if right over there in that corner there was a woman that was just standing there who was transparent? I was like, damn it, brain, just shut up. I was like, I wouldn't do anything because it's just whatever. It's nothing.
It's all in your mind.
Exactly. And then my brain said, okay, but what if that woman pointed at you and shrieked and screamed at the top of her lungs? I'm like, fucking brain, can you not do that? So yeah.
Turn on your phone or just something like a play a podcast or some music just to quit thinking about
Well,
that.
I go down a rabbit hole also of scary stuff. I have a couple of horror
Creepypasta.
creepypasta podcasts on here.
I don't even know what that is.
It's pretty interesting. I mean, you probably know more about it than I do, but they talk about scary stuff like folklore and myths and
Creepypastas are pretty much urban legends.
Yeah, there we go. Like Slender
developed
Man?
by the internet.
yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty good. Usually they're first person written, and then they're just
Like
It's-
they tell you a story, or is it a discussion?
It's almost, some of them are like a blog post.
Uh-huh.
They're like, "Hey, this is such a weird thing that happened," and they're like, "Taka taka taka da da da," and then and I'm feeling the breath behind my shoulders right now. Oh my god! Ellipses. I don't know what happened. They hit send, so probably okay.
Yeah. So that's true. I never noticed that. Well, they did submit it, so I take it they're okay.
Right. I hope
But
so.
I mean, they're all fake. But it doesn't.
It doesn't make you
escape
sleep.
your
It doesn't help you sleep. at
memory.
night.
Yeah, I suppose that doesn't help get
Yeah.
you guys to Slumber Town.
Dude,
Man, we're big pussies.
I know. Here I am.
I didn't want to say it, but
Here I am claiming to, act like Batman and Bruce Wayne. It's like, I'm afraid there's a megalodon in the bathroom.
I'm gonna go work out at 5:30 if all the lights are on.
Hey.
yeah, the path to the gym better be well lit, bro.
He's gonna come down in 2 months, fucking 300 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do
I
it.
couldn't do it, guys.
Couldn't do it.
Sorry.
Fucking
Couldn't do it.
megalodon.
Or a shark, not, what was that movie with?
Sharktopus.
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 That would be probably more believable than Megalodon.
Oh man. So
Yeah.
let's we bonded over geektastic stuff in the last podcast. That's kind of been, what has the glue that has kept this group together. So let's geek out for a second. Something huge happened there's two huge things in our world that happened in the last week or so.
Mark's left and right nut.
Hey now.
Hey now.
About a week ago, the Batman versus Superman trailer was dropped.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on there?
I think they
Yes.
should have dropped it on their own. They
I think so too.
It was leaked,
Right.
and then they were like, "Oh, it's gonna be released on Monday. What do we do?" And then the next day they're like, "Here's the HD version, guys."
Here it is anyway. I guess because it was spoiled or something.
Well, exactly. I mean, but
So it's happening.
It's happened.
They're fighting. He's in the Frank Miller Kryptonite anti-Superman suit.
yeah.
Okay, and he's gonna obviously go hand to hand with Big Blue.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys think of that?
I think
Storyline wise, I mean, how
storyline wise, I like.
does that happen early in the movie or towards the end?
Towards the
Oh
end.
no, I'm gonna think that's the climax.
That's towards the end.
You think so?
yeah.
Why would they end with them fighting? Don't you think they should end with them uniting for a Justice League spin-off?
That's a good point because I'm thinking maybe that's halfway in.
It's got to be like
Maybe.
I think so.
I think the climax will be they're gonna fight, and then they're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, why are we fighting?" I don't know. Lex Luthor told me that you were a bad guy. Lex Luthor told me you were a bad guy.
Okay, I get it.
And then they're just gonna go into his building. And he's stop being a bad guy.
I just hope that
We're
they.
both good guys.
I just hope that they include that line, "The Dark Knight Returns," where right as Batman's just defeating Superman, he says, "I want you to remember in your most private moments the one man who beat you."
I love that line.
That was just.
I got chills. Real
Wow.
dorky, but I got chills.
Even to this day, I tell people
There was my climax.
I tell people Batman is the only human to beat Superman because
Correct.
he can't, because he did.
Right.
And even Superman has a quote, "Batman, the most dangerous man on earth."
yeah.
So I saw it on the drive
Ronda
back from
Rousey.
San Antonio.
Second, the dangerous woman.
I love her so much. So much. Anyway,
She's actually really very, very beautiful girl.
she is
She's a
phenomenal. I love her.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned that I love her?
No, I was under the
Who,
impression
Ronda
you liked
Rousey?
that. I was,
Ronda Rousey.
I was under the impression you were in love with that girl, that lesbian from SNL.
Well, her too. But this is my current this week's celebrity crush.
Okay, yeah,
Would
my
you-
celebrity crush last week was Eva Green from Sin City.
Oh, okay.
The second one,
Mm.
the Dame. I've never seen it, but I know of her movies.
Yeah, I like
She's
her.
she's beautiful.
Yeah.
My
But I
celebrity
thought,
crush is Alyssa.
yeah, you have to say that.
I don't have to.
She's
I
gonna
get
bust through
to.
that. She's gonna bust through that door like what? Like, sorry, babe. But another trailer that I thought was fucking amazing. Fury Road.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know
Oh
what
my
that is.
What is
Mad
that?
Max Fury Road.
I'm
Oh.
sorry. Yes. Yes.
I thought the film was Fury Road. I was like, is that related to Star Rainbow Road from Mario Kart? 'Cause
That is-
I'm a big fan.
That is still a hard level.
It's always going to be a hard level. There's no sides.
You guys are dorks.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, that looks really good. That trailer's badass with the song that they chose. That it's like the classical song.
Yes. Yeah, it's the original with Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's gonna be cool too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see that, but it doesn't compare to like
the originals.
Well, I was gonna say it doesn't compare to the excitement of like Batman versus Superman or Star Wars or something like that.
And I will admit, I still have yet to see the Star Wars trailers, but from what I've heard, I mean, they did, like you said, they did a nerd boner that just rocked
Right.
the computer, the internet.
Yes.
Pretty much broke the internet that
It did.
day. I haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to. That if they show Vader's helmet,
Yeah.
Han Solo and Chewbacca, I hope people don't get like fooled. Like, oh, they're gonna be in there
Like
for
they're
a
the
long.
stars. No,
they're the
I-
stars.
I-
Because I mean, eventually they're gonna have to bring in a newer generation to.
I'm
take
pretty
on those
sure
movies.
this is the passing of the torch movie.
Yeah.
So they're all going to be in there. Hopefully not as cameos. Hopefully they have a good 15 minutes or so of the movie.
Like Lando's.
Right.
Do you think that people would be pissed if they got killed off, or what do you think it'd be
Absolutely,
fitting?
they'd be pissed.
and
if
I only
Han
asked-
Solo
They-
died.
They would riot.
Ooh, I'm calling it right now. Chewbacca's gonna die.
What? Don't say that.
I'm calling it.
Dude.
Boom.
I mean,
come
unless
December.
I think that they probably won't kill him off. Like, do you think this will be their last movie they're in though?
I
Like,
don't. I think that this will be the movie that they're most in out of the next 3.
Right.
But if they're not killed off, which I don't know why they would go that route. I mean,
don't
maybe
think they
one of them. Just
Like who? I mean, maybe
Like Leia.
an unspeaking dog part.
he speaks in his own language. You son of a bitch.
Well, Wookieean, that's the race, right? Wookieean?
Yeah,
Chewbacca's a son of a
Wookiee.
bitch.
Chewbaccan? He's not a Wookiee.
He's a Wookiee.
He's a
yeah, he's a Wookieean, right?
No, Wookiee.
Wookiee, okay.
Yeah.
Whoopie pie.
Wookiee.
All right, before we get any further, the other big thing that happened that involves something that we're near and dear to our hearts.
Mark's dick.
Damn it. The new Joker.
Ooh.
Fucking
Jared Leto. 30 Seconds to
Gerard
Mars.
Leto.
They released an image of what he is going to look like in the upcoming Suicide Squad movie, and that broke the internet yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I know I sent it to you last night. Had you seen it before I sent it to you last night?
Actually, you were the second person to send it to me within minutes of each other. So
Okay.
technically, I saw it at the exact same time. My
Yeah.
friend Patty sent it to me first because she's in
Yeah.
love with Jared Leto,
I mean,
and
it's I think it's very different because I
Yeah?
think we are just so stuck on the image that Heath Ledger left upon us.
well, yeah, that and the fact that there's 75 goddamn years of something that I'm used to seeing.
But you got to also remember the Suicide Squad line. This is what the Joker looks like, to my knowledge. Like, he's all tatted up and he's fucking jacked.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
believe so.
I'm not familiar with Suicide Squad Joker, but the Joker that I'm familiar with is Nip. One of the things that really caught my attention, first of all, is he's not that white.
Like,
He seems just pale, pasty.
oh, like he should be whiter? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
that's
saying?
yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, his fucking skin should be chemically burned and
like bleached.
bleached.
But that's one of the things that immediately caught my eyes. He's not as white as I would prefer. I like some of the tattoos. I'm a big fan of the smile on his arm.
Dude, I guess. I mean, we're different, and the first thing I told you, Mark, last night was that maybe they're going to go like a Yakuza route where you know they wear suits, they look like professional businessmen, but then once they inevitably take off their suits, they've got the Yakuza tattoos all over them.
They're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think what kind of took me for a loop was Damaged tattooed across his forehead.
Yeah, it's kind of out of place.
And I mean, I thought maybe it was a joke because
he's a Joker, haha.
Well, but I mean, he's got a tattoo of a smile on his forearm.
I like that tattoo so much.
That is pretty sweet. But also, ha ha ha, like the font that I saw, I recognize that font from the Dark Knight movie posters,
like
and I'm just like, okay.
I've seen a lot of T-shirts that have that on there. But dude, I mean,
look like a cholo, dude. But again, I mean,
some of the comments that I'm just looking at right now are like, is that Jared Leto or Marilyn Manson? That looks like Buck Cherry, just different shit like that. Like a cholo, and okay.
My friend was like, "Hey, so is he gonna have skinny purple jeans?"
Oh my God.
It's just, dude, a purple tuxedo, white face, big red smile, green hair. What is so hard about that? Like that is what we need.
I think they just wanted to go a completely different route.
Well,
they're doing it.
They're doing it.
I'm going to go on record and say I don't hate it. But I'm also going to go on record and say I don't know what they'd have to do for me to hate the Joker or not like what their interpretation is. I mean, maybe if this
is the answer.
You're going to have to change up your suit now.
I know. No way.
You're going to have to change up your look. You're going to have to get tattooed up now.
I don't absolutely hate it, but I don't like it either. I really don't. I think it's a little too far out of the realm of what I think he should look like, but then again, hey man, I'm basing it on this
single photo.
I'm basing it on a single photo, and I'm basing it on what the Joker always looks like versus Batman. And Batman, for all intents and purposes, is not going to be in this movie. So this could be a world unto itself. I guess if we were able to give Christopher Nolan the liberty to create his own world and his own vision of Batman, then we should be able to do the same thing for the Suicide Squad universe.
Yeah,
but if this guy ends up as a little like surprise cameo in Batman versus Superman, like this is the Joker they're going to go with in the traditional DC universe, I don't know about that.
I think it's going to be their Joker.
Man, that'd be cool if maybe he did have like a small cameo appearance in the Batman versus Superman.
Get out. Just get out.
But
you did see the Easter egg on the trailer, though, right? You saw the Riddler's question mark?
No, I did not.
I missed it.
I missed it.
No, I missed it, too. I had a friend send me a screenshot.
I do agree with Pete. He mentioned the grill is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
The silver teeth is a little too far for me.
Oh, you know how my last podcast I was here was talking about, maybe I should cosplay as someone to overcome, to build up that confidence again?
Yeah.
I sent this to Pete a few weeks ago, but I think I know who I would want to dress up for Halloween this year.
That's awesome.
Western themed Batman.
Tuxedo mask.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you. And that's because my ex is a big Sailor Moon fan. Dick. She's like, tuxedo mask is like Sailor Moon's boyfriend / husband.
We can call him a bae. We're pretty hip with the kids.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Thanks.
Shit.
But no, I figured.
But no, that Western Batman looks freaking awesome.
So what are you gonna miss most about the Valley, if anything? It's okay to say nothing.
I would say nothing. My only regret is that I met you guys so later, because hanging out with you all has been a lot of fun. It just reminds me of being back home being up in San Antonio with my friends.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be up there, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess nothing.
It's okay. We could be the cheap whiskey when Crown is not around.
Right. Yeah.
Right. We're the Canadian Windsor.
Just because I tried to make the best out of being here as I could.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really go out much. I would stay home on the weekends, and I would stay home. I really wouldn't do much. It was weird making the adjustment coming back after so long after my ex and I broke up, because before that, I was either at home or hanging out with her.
Mm-hmm.
Take her out of the picture. Now what do?
Right.
You don't really talk to too many people, so I would just stay home. But really won't miss much. I'll miss hanging out with you all for sure. I mean, too bad we never got a chance to go to Cordone's. When I come back down, we'll try and schedule it or make plans for it.
And we'll go figure out that mystery, the mystery of what exactly is that lives at Cordone's. There's a backstory to that. I'll tell you off mic.
I've been told there's an anomaly there, and he needs several opinions on that.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, but I'm going to miss my family, of course, but I do have family that lives in Bryan. I got a cousin that lives maybe 45 minutes away from me also. I don't know, just with everything that's happened in just these 3 weeks alone, and from what I told you all, it seems like it's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do.
It is.
And just go and don't look back. Let go of everything. Things are closing. Chapters are closing. Pages are turning for a reason. Just go with it.
Right.
Don't look back. Just keep going forward.
That's right, man. Ruben, it was great to have you back on here.
It's great to be here, guys. Thank
great,
you.
Ruben.
Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for for being a friend. And you're right. It is a bummer that we just barely met like 3 months ago or whatever it was. But
the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Well, you guys always, if you guys ever do go to San Antonio, you guys always do have a place to stay. In fact, I would be insulted and pissed if I find out you guys are there but stay at a hotel, because you guys are it's just money wasted.
Right. But it's all for a reason, and we here, Mark and I, and the people of the Still a Name podcast wish you the best, and good luck in all of your future endeavors, my friend.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna miss
We got
guys.
you this going away basket.
Oh,
Here you go.
Thanks, man. That's exactly what I wanted.
Yep, it's got all the treats. It's got
And these condoms.
Hot
the
fries.
box is open, Mark. Really?
I already got 2.
yeah, he don't want no more. No more babies here. See you later, Ruben.
All right. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. That was our tack.
Because it's Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday. I don't know why that came out of me right now. That was our talk with Ruben.
Because you're emotional right now. You can't help it.
I can't. He's a good guy. I met him, and anyone who knows me knows that I hate most people.
True.
Upon meeting them, and it was different with Ruben. We just we had a connection. We connected through Geek, the mutual love of all things Batman and comics and all that shit, and he just fit right in here. So it was fun to have him back in here, and I was happy to have him and send him off with his own personalized pod before he takes off and starts this new venture, in his life. So we're very happy for him, and we wish him the best.
Good stuff for coming his way.
Yeah. Good stuff is coming his way. Yeah. So
good things are coming his way.
He's a good guy. He's become a good friend in a very short amount of time, which is the most surprising part to me. And hopefully he figures it out. He's he shared with us about lost love and how that kind of fueled him to change, to forget writing a new chapter of just creating a whole new book. Really is what it.
He's a good-looking chap. He'll bounce back.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. That pee-pee will get wet real fast. Why did I say that?
Because he likes swimming? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. An avid swimmer.
When I go into a pool, I know this is going real off topic, and we're saying goodbye to a good friend of ours, but I always hate when my boys have to get into the water.
Your jubblies?
Yeah. When it's like a cold pool, and you're going down the stairs, and it's like where the boys are right above the water. Oh, it's the worst.
Right where the tea bag dips in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. So anyway, goodbye to Ruben, and
more of a see you later.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not ever goodbye, because as he said, we now have a place to crash in San Antonio, so that's pretty cool. So anyway, we wanted to do something special besides the pod for Ruben. You think you got one in you?
For Ruben, I think I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we don't know how this is going to go, so let's give this a shot, okay? Count it down.
1, 2, 3. And I'll take with me these memories to be my sunshine after the rain.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Good luck and Godspeed, Ruben.
God, that felt good.
Yeah, that did feel good. Anyway,
What were we talking about?
on that note, let's just close it up and say thank you guys for listening. Thank you once again to Ruben for being here. We wish him the best of luck. On behalf of myself, I am Pete Salas, along with
Mark, it's so hard to say goodbye to Ruben Rodriguez.
special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. And once again, everybody out there, all you beautiful listeners, thank you very much. And have yourselves a very happy, happy, happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
I think we got a future. If this pod shit doesn't work out, let's do that.
Let's fucking jump shit.
Fuck it. Bye.
Did I say jump shit?